Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to get every single secret in Brainrot Evolution. In this game, there are 23 different secrets, and they are adding more and more every week. So to make it a fun challenge, we are starting over as a noob and unlocking every secret as I show you how to get them. Let's get started. All right, so to start things off, the first secret actually isn't even on our list. That's right, it's hidden. If you are a brand new player to this game, you will not see the banana nito, but trust me, it still exists. But unfortunately, you can no longer obtain this secret. It was the first ever secret in the game, and you had to get lucky enough to get it from the exclusive packs. When I got it for myself, I had to spend literally hundreds of dollars. It's that rare. So unfortunately, unless you're an admin, there's no way to obtain this as of right now. But thankfully for the second secret in the game, the Ballerina lolo is one of the easiest and most accessible secrets in the whole game. So the way you get the Ballerina lolo is from Ballerina lolo crates, which there are many ways you can get them. One of which is in the exclusive packs, which you have to spend Robux to unlock. But there's multiple other accesses of them. My favorite is the codes. So for absolutely free, you can do this right now. On screen now is every Ballerina lolo crate code. And when you enter them, as you can see, you get a free crate. So when you enter them all, you will get 8 Ballerina lolo crates for free. And then it is a 1% chance that you actually get the secret. So, as I mentioned, every time we go over how to get them, I'm gonna show you what it looks like to get them. So, it's time to unlock our first secret on this account. There's also other ways to get lolo crates. In the Chicklettera mania, there is a merchant there where you can smelt relics. If you smelt enough relics, you'll get tokens, which you can then exchange for Ballerina lolo crates. And then the shop resets every 24 hours. So you can come back every single day to try to get more and more. But that is how you get the Ballerina lolo in Brainrot Evolution. The only other ways I've seen people get crates is from trading, which you could do for all of these secrets that we're going to be talking about for the most part. And then sometimes during exclusive admin events, they will give out the crates for free. So, let's get the Ballerina lolo. For the borboloni loli. But the Ballerina lolo is 115% stronger than your strongest Brainrot. Fun fact, it's one of the weakest in the game, but don't let that scare you because it's also one of the fastest. It was also, I believe, the third secret ever in the game. In case you're brand new to this, there used to be tung sahor in the game. And so the banana nito was the first, the golden tung was the second, and the Ballerina lolo was the third. Let's see if we get the prestige Ballerina lolo right here, right now. As you can see, these are the relics inside. They're all glasses. The ashen glasses is the best. And there is our first secret complete. Next up on our list is the Elbazante. And it's actually perfect because in order to get the Elbazante Jupiter, you have to play the dungeon in order to get these crates. The vault crates that look like this. So, inside, there will be a whole bunch of really decent relics. The Eclipse Blades are the best one, but the Elbazante is relatively easy to get. And also for vault crates, you can get them from codes. So on screen now are the codes you can use to get some for yourself. So if you enter all of them, you will get 6 vault crates for absolutely free. Now, besides playing the dungeons and trading and then the admin events, that is the only way you can get the secret. Brainrot Evolution, as you guys know, loves crates, and crates are a big part of secrets. And so for the rest of this video, what we get out of the crates is what we will use as our relics. So as you can see, there's the solar fang, the canned, and the C word. And we are now to the Tralalero Ocean. I'm surprised how well I'm multitasking. But here we go again. We need the Elbazante to complete our secret list. And actually, before I forget, there's one other spot you can get vault crates from. And it's from the YouTube rewards. If you verify, you get 2 of these vault crates for free. But if you want a tip and trick on how to get more vault crates from your dungeons, the strat is to have multiple accounts in a party with you. So the strat is you create a party, you make it friends only, and then you join, and then you have multiple accounts also join in. And so basically, you can just play the dungeon from one account and reap the rewards from double. So I'll show you what I mean. I have our buddy over here just chilling, and this is what the dungeon looks like, by the way. The way dungeons work is you have to make it to the very, very end in order to get the crates. If you do not complete the entire dungeon, you do not get the crates. You will get the XP for the wave, as you'll see down here, but you will not get the crates. I repeat. The other thing that I wanted to remind you guys is at each tier of difficulty, you have chances of better rewards. This is the final wave before the boss. As you can see, we have no problem with it at all. And now here's the Elbazante boss. So as soon as we defeat him, crates will pop up. And oh, nice, we got 2 crates there. And then on our alt account, we got an extra crate as well. So basically, I duplicated. But that is everything you need to know about the Elbazante Jupiter secret. All that's left to do is just get the darn thing. And let's see, do we get it? Get us the secret. There we go. Okay, finally. All right, for our third secret on our list, you might be thinking, oh, that's definitely pot hotspot. Nope, you're wrong. There's a hidden one again. This is the Void Nuclearo Dinosauro. And in order to get this, you have to get void crates. And they look like this. Unfortunately, void crates are no longer able to be gotten from codes or from events. So the only way you can get void crates nowadays is from trading. And in order to trade, you have to be rebirth number 2 and obviously find people with the crates. Now, I will say, not many people have void crates anymore. They're a rare commodity. So, if you do find some, you gotta hope and pray that you get super duper lucky. It's a 1% chance to get the Void Nuclearo Dinosauro, and when it was first added into the game, you had the Void Realm with the Void event. And so the Void Nuclearo Dinosauro doesn't have that great of relics inside since the secret is so old. But I have amazing luck with these crates, and we already got the secret. So there is the Nuclearo Dinosauro. Very, very cool. But now that we're to Chicklettera Mania, we can talk about our next secret, the pot hotspot. So in order to get the pot hotspot, you have to reach level 36 and play these dungeons. As you can see, the House of Echoes is the dungeon name, and you have the lime crates inside. Let me show you the dungeon. So here is the House of Echoes, and it's going to look very easy since we are so OP with all these secrets, but trust me, if you are a new player to this game, it's going to be difficult. So you want to bring your best pets, your best relics, and if you can, make sure you are over-leveled, if you know what I mean. Because even us, we're not able to one-shot the Kalentongs. And that's a little concerning. Hopefully, we can defeat the pot hotspot. But just like the Elbazante dungeon, I would recommend using alt accounts and getting as many people in your party as you can. And that way, you can trade the extra crates to yourself and basically get way faster results. And that's the pot hotspot himself. So he's very, very strong. As you can see, it's gonna take us a while just to defeat him. And there we go. So we got 2 lime crates, and we're gonna get the pot hotspot now. And so here are some of the coolest crates in the game, in my opinion. This is the lime crate. And the lime crate has some of the best relics that you can get from a free crate. And so we can actually go ahead and rebirth, but the Aether is the best relic inside. You want to get as many of those as you possibly can. So let's open up some more. Do we get it? Oh, I don't think so. And we'll go ahead and replace our relics with all the lime ones. The Codex, the Lantern, and we'll get the Aether here in a moment. All right. So we have 3 secrets, and it's about to be 4. The Pod Hotspot is usually one of my favorites to open. Oh, I saw an Aether relic, but no secret. So we didn't get it, but just wait. All right, we're to the Trippy Trophy. We can go ahead and leave. One little piece of advice I will give you, like I was mentioning before, this is the relic smelter, and it's really useful if you're opening a lot of crates to just trade them into tokens. And so when you trade them up, you get the tokens, and then these are where you can get the Lolo crates, like I was mentioning before. All right, here we go. Give us the Pod Hotspot right about now. And Pod Hotspot! And so here he is. Definitely worth the effort. As you can see, he is really, really strong. 140% stronger than your strongest Brainrot. And so for our next secret, we're actually going to be talking about 3 all at once. The Omega Patapim, the Trollalero Quad, and then the Golden Trollalero. All of which, you will notice, are hidden. They are not showing on this brand new account because, unfortunately, you can't really get them anymore. So, for the Omega Patapim, there used to be a summer event. That was before the Eternal event started. And at the end, you could claim the Omega Patapim. But even before that, there was an Omega Tung Tung Sahor. So this was actually changed like a month ago. So unfortunately, the Omega Patapim, unless you're an admin, you can no longer get. Next, let's talk about the Trollalero Quad. The Trollalero Quad was in the exclusive packs from the last season. Also, this was a Rainbow Tung Tung Sahor before that. But that is now completely deleted and banned. And this right here is technically the 2nd strongest in the entire game. The 3rd strongest, it goes Banana Nito Nito, Trollalero Quad, and then another Brainrot we'll talk about later. But finally, the last in this row, the Golden Trollalero can still be obtained, but it's still hidden. So in order to get this, you have to trade someone with Trolla crates. But in order to get the Trollala crates, you must have had the Golden Tung Tung Sahor crates before the update. So this goes all the way back like 4 or 5 months when the Golden Tung Tung Sahor event was going down. But we just got it that easily. So way back when, there was a huge event boss with the Golden Tung Tung Sahor, where when you defeated him, you would get Golden Tung Tung crates. But I gotta be honest, this is the most underwhelming secret of them all. It is the worst with only doing 110% damage, and it's not that fast either. So if you're jealous that I have it and you probably won't be able to get it, don't be. It's really not that good. Okay, so that's the end of that secret, but that leaves us with 1 left in the row. The Chicklettera biscuitera. And this is the first weather secret we're going to be talking about. So in the bottom left corner, you can click this and it will tell you the % chance of each weather. And as you will see, 1 in 2 weathers will be the Chicklettera, meaning it's a 50-50 chance you see this in your game at the start of the hour. So our weather will be in 5 minutes, but basically stuff will fall out of the sky and hit random things, and then you could break it to get Chicklettera crates, which look like this. They're technically called gummy crates, and inside there's gumball relics and the secret. There's a few other ways to get the gummy crates though. If you are starting out as a brand new noob, you can go over here and follow this next update to get 2 free crates. And then there's one code that gives you a free Chicklettera crate. And that is thanks_magia. But okay, that is literally every way you can get the Chicklettera. So let's get the secret. The Chicklettera biscuitera is one of the fastest in the whole game. It's top 3 for sure. But we are now into the nuclear core, and I want to get this secret right now. Our luck has been all over the place. I really didn't expect getting the golden tralalero since it's a 0.5% chance. That's the one thing I forgot to mention. If you'll notice, all of these pity lucks are 400 crates, but for the tralala crate, it was 300, but it has a 0.5% chance to actually give it to you. But let's get the Chicklettera biscuitera, and let's do it right now. Come on. And, oh, there it is. Okay, the Chicklettera biscuitera. And our first row is fully completed. As you will notice, it is the strongest so far with 145% damage boost. And then also, we have a 60% secret boost because we have 6 different secrets. Okay, and next up, we actually have another hidden secret. We, of course, have the sahor. So the sahor is found in the crates, which not long ago, he was added into the game, and he's already gone to the shadows. And the way you were able to get these crates when it first came out is just like this sahor. You were able to fight the and he would drop you 1 crate. So unfortunately, the only way to get is from trading. Inside the crates, though, is one of the most special parts about it. It's demon scrolls. So if you have a whole bunch of crates left over, don't think about throwing them away, because the scrolls will allow you to get much, much better relics. The best relic inside is the sahor. It is 11% chance, so it's actually very common. Oh, and we're actually gonna talk about this secret next. So let me get the sahor, and let me speed this up. Hold on. All right, so I think we just got it. Let's see. It took us like 300 crates, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there we go. So we just got the sahor, which now makes that our 7th secret. But next up, as you can see, we have the Yoni. And it's perfect because the Yoni weather is actually happening right now. So let me explain. The Yoni weather, as you saw before, is very, very common. And when the weather happens, it only impacts food. So you will see it's only turning the apples and these oranges into Yonis. Then you will get the Yoni crates, and then you guessed it, yep, you have to open it from the crate. Now, there's actually a brand new code that they just added to get you 4 Yoni crates for free. And most people don't know about it. So make sure you use that for yourself. But the weather events that we all will talk about all today, for the most part, go around every single map. And the Yoni, as you can see, can be found pretty much everywhere. So, even though the Yoni might not be the coolest looking, it's still a secret, and it's still pretty darn good. So, let's get the Yoni secret right now. I will say a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, have the Yoni secret. So, oh, wait, there we go. I was gonna say, you could probably find some people willing to trade you Yoni crates if you still need the secret. So, okay, that is now our 8th secret in our collection. Perfect. And so next up, for secret number 9, we got the Chimpanzini banani pristini, which is going on right now. And this is one secret that if you don't get it soon, it's gonna be gone forever. So, the Chimpanzini banani pristini is in the Eternal event, where you have to get to tier 10 and claim in order to get it. And so we're at level 9, and so we're actually just gonna complete the quest. My advice to you is if you're trying to speedrun it, you'll have to use the refresh quest feature. That way, you're able to get more progress in the pass faster. And one more, there we go. As you can see, Chimpanzini banani pristini. So that is now our 9th secret. Amazing. So next, we are going to be talking about the Canaloney Dragononi. In order to get this, once again, it's in the weathers. It's a 1 in 45 chance. Yeah, it's pretty darn rare. And the thing with the Canaloney Dragononi event is it only hits the bosses. So they will turn into the Canaloney Dragononi from whatever they were before. So the Le Roulé would shapeshift. And then when you destroy him, you get these crates. The Pasta Canaloney Dragononi crates. As you can see here, they have a whole bunch of different relics. There's the pizza, the penne, and the bow tie pasta. But in my experience, it's very hard to find people with these crates. So if you have the Canaloney Dragononi secret, consider yourself to be very, very lucky. The best relic inside of this is the meatball. I believe it gives you a 15% speed boost, and the XP is like 80%. And we actually just got one. Okay, well, here we go. There's now 300 of the pasta crates open. If there's any good news to come out of this, it's that my luck can't get any worse the rest of this video, because we're going all the way to the pity luck. It literally took 400 crates to get the Canaloney Dragononi. And there it is. The Canaloney Dragononi is 152% stronger than your strongest Brainrot. Very, very good. All right, and for the next secret, it's my least favorite one. Out of all the secrets, this is one that I like the least. We, of course, are talking about the Crocodilo cheese secret. In order to get this, you have to get the cheese weather, which is 1 in 10 chance. And then it is a 1% chance to get it out of the cheese crates. So, again, you can still get this very easily in the game. You just have to get lucky with the weather. And then one big piece of advice is when there's updates for the game, there's usually a big weather event that will spawn in a whole bunch of these all at once. And so that's basically the best time to play the game. Okay, but we just reached Bikus while going over every single secret. And I believe we've reached like the halfway point of all the secrets. So let's get this crocodile cheese right now. And oh wait, did we just get it? Finally, we had insane luck. Okay, wow. Of course, the one that I like the least is the Crocodilo from Majos. There we go. This guy, for whatever reason, is 149% stronger than your strongest. So it's actually very strong, but the hitbox in which you attack is very, very tiny. He also has an ugly face. So yeah, no thanks. But coming up next, we're going from one of the worst and ugliest to one of my favorites. We have the first world boss, the medus, which is a 1 in 333 chance to get the weather. You get 5 crates for when it's completely destroyed, and then periodically you'll get a random crate here and there. So let's get the secret. That is literally the only way you can get it. There's no codes, there's no other workaround. So this is our first real difficult secret to get. The rest, I mean, don't get me wrong, they've been difficult, but this one is another level, at least from the crates. Obviously, the ones that are hidden and actually cannot get any more, those are the most difficult to get, because you have to be an admin or a content creator to get them nowadays. But okay, it's a 1% chance that we get the medus, and the best relic out of here is the Galactic Stone, which we actually just got. It's a 2.5% chance that we get it, and hopefully we get the medus soon, because I'm sick of looking at this cheese guy. All right, so we've opened up 100 of these crates officially, and still no secret to be seen. Oh my gosh. What's going on with our luck today? Well, here goes nothing. 150 coming right up on the dot. Look at this. 150 have been opened. Oh, did we get it? I don't think so. Dang, man. This used to be my favorite secret in the whole game until we got the secret that we're going to be talking about last. And I don't want to spoil what it is, but you probably know which one I'm talking about. It's giant and beyond OP. Okay, Espressonia, please. Oh, yes. Okay, there it is. The Gripus medus. The reason this used to be my favorite is because you can hit multiple things at once. And his damage, 158% stronger than your strongest Brainrot. So look, you can just run around, hit multiple things, go crazy. And the effects on it is super awesome. The purple flames, wild. That is now the entire second row complete. And now it's where things get super rare, expensive, and OP. So next up on our list is the Los Lolitos. And in order to get the Los Lolitos, it is in the current exclusive packs. But as you'll see, he's 300% stronger than your strongest Brainrot, which means it's officially the strongest Brainrot and the strongest secret in the whole game. So we're actually gonna open up some exclusive packs to see if we can get it in this video. But my recommendation to you is don't go above like the 600 Robux tier. Then you start to waste Robux fast. So next up, we have the 250 Robux tier, tier 3. Let's see, can we get the Trololitos? That would be awesome. 400 Robux, here goes nothing. Oh, dang it, wait, the 650? Oh my gosh. But also in the exclusive packs, you can get the Sandcastle, which is 220% XP boost. Oh my gosh. Do we have enough to go another tier? All right, this is the last one. Tier 6. Do we get the Trololitos? No. Dang it. And look, I had to spend 1,200 Robux, 2,000 Robux, tier 9, multiple times. And so I had to open it literally like 100 times. And then we finally got the Los Trololitos. So unfortunately, the only one on our list that is going to stay a question mark is going to be this one right here. But on a ton of other accounts, we have the Los Trololitos. And this is what he looks like. And his attack does an insane explosion and front flip. There's 4 of them. Boom. But again, the best part about the Los Trololitos is it's 300% stronger than your strongest Brainrot. All right, for the next secret, we got the Grapefruitini, which in order to get the Grapefruitini, you have to defeat the Grapefruitini boss, which can only be found in the Bombardino sewer. So you literally have to be level 71, I believe, in order to access this area. And so when you defeat the Tigrilini Grapefruitini, you get 1, yes, only 1 crate. And then he spawns in every 30 minutes. But if you want a tip and trick on how to get more of these, you go to other servers. So you can server hop and defeat the Grapefruitini that they have on that server. And actually, there's one other way to get the grapefruit crates, and that's from this Relic Smelter 2 stand in the Bombardino sewer. So, unfortunately, we don't have a good example here, but where it says toxic scrolls here, there will be an option sometimes to get the grapefruit crates. But this is what the crates look like. The grapefruit, and inside of them, there's the grapefruit relic, which is a 2.5% chance, which is the best relic. Yes, the best relic you can get out of a crate that you can get for free. The only other relics that are better are out of the demon crates, but those don't have secrets, so that's not part of today's challenge. So, let's see, do we get the Grapefruitini? This is a 1% chance to get, and most of the time, you'll get the secret from trading people with these crates. It's gonna be very difficult if you're newer to this game and get to the Bombardino sewer. I don't know how long it would take a free-to-play player to get there, but my guess is like a week of playing. If you've made it to the Bombardino sewer and you haven't spent any money on the game, let me know how long it took you to get there. I would be very curious to see. Oh, but there we go. We got the grapefruit relic, and it has a 99% XP boost. And in case you guys haven't realized, we're down to the last few secrets. And at the same time, we've been getting closer and closer to max level. So I think it's about time we get this Grapefruitini. Let's see. Oh, we got a bunch of the tiger claws. Oh, there we go. And the grapefruit relic. 2 of them. Wow. Okay. Tigrilini Grapefruitini. with the sus voice line. There we go. That is now 13 secrets, all completed. Now, the next one we have is another world boss. The Ring Rang Bus will spawn in Brainrot City. You have to fight it with every other server, and then his health will deplete slowly and slowly. It's a 1 in 150 chance to get this weather, and your best bet these days is to just show up when they do the update. But I'm gonna be honest, I think with every update, there's gonna be more and more weathers, so you're gonna see it less and less. But when you defeat and do damage, you get these bus crates, which will have the Ring Rang Bus inside. 1% chance. Let's see if we can get it. Come on, please. Where's the luck? The YouTuber luck. Ooh, there we go. That was the best luck we've had so far. Ring Rang Bus. Wait, I never realized how fast this secret is. Is this fastest in the whole game? Is he faster than Chicklettera, biscuitera? I don't know. Well, if you're looking for a super duper fast secret to get across the worlds, this might be the one for you. And the reason you want a super fast brain rot is because when there's these weather events, you're gonna be running around breaking as many things as you can to get more and more crates. And so that does mean we have officially reached 14 secrets complete. Well, that brings us to our next one, which is the Chaachi, which is super weird to say. But again, it's a 1 in 25 weather event. So again, it's just gonna impact everything around the world. Pretty simple. Stuff will come crashing down. They will turn into the red chairs. And then you get these crates. The magma star is going to be your best friend besides the secret. Let's see if we can get it pretty quickly here. Oh, wait, I saw the luck change. No way. Finally. Oh my gosh, I don't know what was going on with those other crates, but now our luck has finally decided to show up. There we go. Okay, so we now have 15 secrets. We started with 0, and now we got 15. And so we're kind of speeding through all these secrets now. And next up, we talked about it a little bit. We got the sahor, which is the event boss going on right now in game. So before this decides to leave, you need to go around map by map and defeat this world event boss. It's not a weather, so it's guaranteed to show up in your server every, I think, maybe 10 minutes? There's a cooldown of some sort. Maybe it's 5. So when you first make a server or join a server, you might not see it. You have to give it some time to show up. And then you can go to literally any world after, I think the Lorilla Desert is when it starts. Maybe it's the Tralero Ocean. No, it's the Lorilla Desert. So if you're in the Lorilla Desert or past that, you will see him in every single world. And the nice thing about the sahor is he will actually give you a eternal spin. So look, we got a crate and an eternal spin, which if you're new to the game, you can go to the eternal event, use your spin, and get not only gems, but tokens, potions, this relic. You can get, honestly, a lot of great free things. So that is how you get the Toto crates. And inside, there's the Toto stick, which is the best relic. There's the bucket. You have his nose for some reason. Kind of weird, but that is pretty much all you need to know about this secret right there. With that being said, the last couple secrets are my favorites. So sit back, relax, because it's gonna be awesome. But first, we need the Toto. Here we go. This is now 50 crates open. Oh, I just saw it change. That's another pro strat. If you have a whole bunch of crates and you want to open them fast, if you ever see the luck reset, that means you got it. So now we got the sahor. As you will see, he is 160% stronger than your strongest brain rot. So if you're just starting out, this honestly is probably one of the best ones to get. Because if you're thinking about, oh, get the Ballerina lolo, the Toto is literally 45% stronger than the Ballerina lolo. It's kind of insane how powerful these secrets have gotten over these past few updates. But okay, that leaves us with 3 secrets. And I know, again, you only see 2, but trust me, there's 3. And we're gonna talk about it right now. This is the Berini secret. The Berini Plamini Guardini. And once again, it is a dungeon. So there's easy, medium, and hard difficulty. We're gonna go with the easy and hop straight into it. And so this is what the dungeon looks like. I found this Easter egg like a while ago, but look, there's Pot Hotspot, there's the Alessios, and the Dong 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 Killing Dong off in the distance. Very weird. But this dungeon is very difficult. So if you're not high level, I would probably stay away from it. However, if you make it all the way to the end and complete the entire dungeon, you will get the Berini crates. So just take a look. Bang. And the Berini Plamini Guardini. Hey there, buddy. Goodbye. And I believe this... Oh, we just leveled up. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that would level us up all the way. I was not expecting that. Wait, did I just figure out the method? Dude, we just leveled up past the most difficult and annoying level in the entire game. Wait, are the dungeons super good for leveling up in Glorbo Heights? Because look, we're only gaining 1% there. I'm actually shocked that that leveled us up. Anyway, these are the crates you get, which inside here, the hammer relic is very, very strong. So let's get this Berini secret, shall we? Here we go. What secret would this be? Is that 17? Yes, 17 secrets, all from one video. Berini. There we go. 155% stronger than your strongest Brainrot. And so even though he has this big magical orb around him, his attack is kind of underwhelming if you ask me. Like the medus by far, in my opinion, is better. Just because they attack in a circle. This one you have to aim with, and that can be annoying. But okay, so that just leaves us with 2 Brainrots left. Next, we are talking about the Supermarketino, which, if you guys have been watching the channel, you know the event is crazy. You have to go around and collect food and different items for the Supermarketino event boss. And when you feed him, you get not only rewards, but you can get Supermarketino crates, which you can then get the Supermarketino secret out of. But as soon as the Supermarketino is completely full, he will explode and send the crates all over the game. And then obviously you gotta go break the crates. And then when you get the crates, you gotta get lucky. And so that just leaves us with one thing left to do, and that's get the Supermarketino. It's a 1% chance. The hot chips are the best relic. And I gotta be honest, the Supermarketino was my favorite until we got this last secret that we'll be talking about after. The Supermarketino is so cool, and I think it has the coolest event of all of them. But here we go again. Let's see. This is now 50 Supermarketino crates opened. Do we... There we go. Hippopotamino Supermarketino. 180% secret boost. And this is 160% stronger than your strongest Brainrot. But if you look, he can attack like 12 things because he's so large. And so that just leaves us with 1 secret left. The Malame. The Malame is the rarest weather in the whole game. 1 in 675. Unbelievable. Again, if you want any chance to see this weather in real time, you better be showing up to the updates because they have crazy admin events that go down. But the way it works is the Malame will spawn in Potapin Park, then go to Brainrot City, and then the Lorilla Desert. From there, you just have to attack him, you get crates, he explodes, and you go collect them all over the world. But one thing I forgot to mention about the Supermarketino, it's a 0.5% chance to get it. So that is actually one of the rarest secrets in the game because it has a pity luck of 400. So I'm very surprised we got it. But the final and last secret is found in the Malame crates. Let's see how long it takes us. Comment down below, how many secrets do you have for yourself? Obviously, we're about to have, what, 19 of them? Oh my gosh. But in total, if you had every single secret, woo, there it is, the Malame Malale. And this is why he's my favorite. Look at this. He front flips, he's so fast, and look at his damage. 162% stronger than your strongest Brainrot. So literally, all you gotta do is hold your forward button, and yep, you're breaking anything and everything. So there we go. Every single unlockable secret. And so I actually wanted to show you side by side what it looks like to have every secret versus every secret that you can still get. So you will notice you can get up to a 230% secret bonus, but let's go over the ones that we weren't able to get. The Omega Patapim, the Tralalero Quad, the Banana Nito Nito, of course, the Los Tralalitos, unfortunately, and that's it. But as you can see, if you are just starting out in this game, you can still get 19 secrets in Brainrot Evolution. And I just taught you how to get every single last one. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this where I give tips and tricks, comment down below. If you enjoyed or learned something, make sure you subscribe. And on screen now is another video that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy, so watch that after this one. But as always, we'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!